Hi, my name's Chandy and I like to eat. In this video, we'll be checking out some snacks from an Asian grocery store. Can't wait for this. Hey, welcome guys, and if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button because I do a lot of awesome food reviews. So be sure to subscribe and join me on my foodie adventure. So in this video, I'll be reviewing some snacks from the Asian grocery store. I visit the Young Asian grocery store in Gilles Plains, and I picked out 5 savory, 5 sweets, and 2 drinks. What I'll do now is just show you which food I have, then I'll review each one by one. In the savory, we got some crayfish chips, some Bika honey flavored crackers, beef jerky, walnuts with sprinkled coconut. This could possibly be a sweet item. And some instant congee. Here I got seaweed soda water. Yes, seaweed soda water. Sushi candy, you gotta make that yourself. Super Mario candy. Pandan layered cake. Our black sugar rice cakes. And our sugar-free lemon drink. Now let's get this started. So how I'll be reviewing these food items is either going to be for the win, which will just sit on to my left here on the stool, or we'll be going for the bin. So this is either for the win or for the bin. Let's start with the Cray chips. These ones are, looks like they've been made in China from a company named Oishi, which is a Japanese word for tasty. So it's a it's a Chinese company with a Japanese name. Go figure. Let's open it up. Oh, that's hot. Anyway. Ooh, okay. They look very similar to prawn crackers. They don't share the same smell though. Like, they look very light. Oh, I didn't see on the front. It's garlic flavor. Prawn crackers too. Oh, lobster crackers, crayfish crackers. I'll go for another. I don't mind them. It's very artificial crayfish flavor. Has the same texture as prawn crackers. Very light as prawn crackers too. Can have that little hint of garlic there as well. It does remind me of a prawn cracker, but without the taste of prawns. So, if this is for the win or for the bin, I'm going to say this one is definitely for the win. I'll put this up here. That's one for the win. Next, let's try the Bika honey prawn flavored crackers. It looks a little bit different. It looks a bit smaller compared to the prawn crackers. I chose this because I love seafood, you know. I believe this is a product of Malaysia. Let's open this. These are hard to open. What is, oh, and then you Malaysians know how to seal up your food. I feel it's gonna go everywhere. There we go. Ah, yes. Like they're very small, but let's try this out. I mean, it's not bad. It's a lot sweeter than I expected. But that's probably because it's got the honey and that prawn flavor as well. So these are not bad. They're very crunchy. They're very harder compared to the previous chips I had. A little bit more sweet, got that touch of honey. You don't really taste too much of the prawn either. I mean, this is all artificial prawn flavoring. So verdict, will this be for the win or for the bin? I'll say for the win, by the slightest. It's got a nice sweet taste to it, nice little snack, but I'm not a fan of the hardness of the chips itself. So it's like, it's only for a win by the smallest amount. So just because of that, it might just sit at the bottom of the stool here. Here we go. Next up, dried barbecue beef. This looks absolutely fantastic. I love beef jerky. This is manufactured here in Australia at an Asian grocery store. Go figure. And it's actually made here in South Australia too, so it's a local product. Yeah, there's a peel on the side. Ooh, can't wait to get into this. Oh, look at that long piece of beef. Got a few seeds on there as well. It'll be very spicy. Let's dig into this. This jerky had so much flavor. It's got a little bit of sweet exterior, but you can, as you're biting down, the more you eat, the more spicy it gets. So probably by the time I finish this, my mouth will be burning. But it's actually a good piece of jerky. This is gonna be for the win or for the bin? Definitely for the win. I do love the taste and the texture of it. Very spicy though. Yeah, I can feel it now. Spice is starting to pick up. Probably definitely get some drink after, which I do have some drinks here. I'll be trying that very shortly. So definitely this one's for the win. Next up, walnuts with coconuts. Like a little shredded piece of coconut oil across the walnuts. So I love the packaging on it. It looks very, looks like it might be individually wrapped in here. If not, let's open this up. Okay, let's dig in. Oh, well look at that. Inside the bigger bag, you got even smaller bags. Almost like those little peanut bags you get while you're on an airplane. Let's hope there's not another little bag, because I would be pissed if I'm just constantly opening up more little bags. Here we go. So a little walnut. You smell a little bit of coconut on there. Let's try this out. Cheers. But the second I bit down on it, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. The walnut's actually a little bit softer. You can just taste that nice little sprinkle of coconut on there. This is a really good snack. Actually, didn't take a lot to bite down onto, but these walnuts with coconut are pretty good. These are definitely going to be for the win. You guys can go up here too. And that little packet too. Here we go. Next up is the instant congee. Looks like I have to make this myself. These are, looks like it's in a little instant noodle cup. It's got instructions in here, but it's in Chinese, so I can't figure this out. Anyway, let's head over to the kitchen and let's make this. Oh, we've got some nuts, a packet, spoon. It's one big thick piece here, look at that. It's all dried. That's what I gotta put in. Okay, now we're gonna wait for this to heat up and, well, cook. We're gonna try the next item, which will be a drink now. Next, I will try the seaweed soda water. And oh my God, already I know I'm not gonna like this, but listen, I am curious to see how it tastes. I don't think I will enjoy it. It looks like it's made by the Tsingtao brewery. I think the same one that makes the Tsingtao beer. I don't think I've had too much of their beer before, but saying it's carbonated water, seaweed extract. Well, let's try it out. Give it a smell. Doesn't really have a can't really smell the seaweed. The liquid is very clear though. Let's try this out. Cheers. There's a weird tang to it. It is fizzy. It's this seaweed soda water. Like it might work with some alcohol. It might put some gin to it, but honestly, I wouldn't, you know, just drink it casually. This seaweed soda water is definitely going for the bin. I'll just put it down there. Now this is the mini rice cakes with black sugar. They look very soft. There look 4 of them in a pack. This one costs $2.68. They smell very sweet. They look very soft. They're like little squishy bits of mochi feel to it. It's like it's been sprinkled with brown sugar on top. You can see it wobble a little bit. Oh, look how soft it is. Let's just break it in half. Okay, that's what it looks like on the inside, right there. It's very soft. Looks, yeah, it looks very condensedly sweet. But let's try this. Cheers. That tasted weird. You know, I love the texture of it. It's really soft. It's like biting it. It's very soft and chewy. You can't really taste too much of the brown sugar. The brown sugar has more of like a powdery texture to it. I mean, I love the texture. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be. This could be almost be borderline to the savory side of food. Well, if this is for the winner for the bin, I'm gonna say this is for the bin. This is not my cup of tea. Sorry, guys. I think the congee might be ready now. Let's try this out. It's funny because you see on top of the lid there's like thick strips of meat. In here it's only like small little chunks of it. Might just have a little sip first. Feels like this is more artificial meat than... I mean, I didn't mind it. It just feels like it was just lacking a little bit of flavor. I think I probably need to add a bit of soy sauce to it, or I've had this stuff before and it just tastes better when it's freshly cooked and you use the right vegetables, use the right meat. This one tastes just too artificial. It just doesn't seem right. Like, if I was hanging for some congee, yes, I probably would get it, but you know, this stuff is actually easy to make. I wouldn't, you know, worry too much about buying an instant packet. If this is for the win or for the bin, this one is definitely for the bin. I'm gonna put it down here. I don't want to, there we go. And don't come back. Start getting into the sweet stuff. I have a sweet tooth. I love Asian sweet foods. I can't wait to get into all of this. See what we'll get into first. Let's start with the Super Mario Jellies. The only reason I bought this is because it had Super Mario on it. They've got all the little Nintendo characters in here. It's very soft. I guess they're little pieces of jelly. I think they're individually wrapped as well. As you can see, there you go. It's a little squishy little jelly circle. It looks like it's got Mario's face on it. Now let's try this. The cola flavor. It tasted like cola. Let's try a blue one. Oh, it's a different symbol. I got the little star on this one. Like a lemonade flavor to it. Red ones are cola. The blue ones are more of like a lemonade. I mean, I do love the sweetness of it. It is sweet. I thought it would be really soft, but the second I bit down a bit further into it, it just gets a bit harder, so it makes it a bit more chewy. If these are for the win or for the bin, I'll say for the win, but slightly though. Like, I was expecting it to be a lot more softer. It is sweet. It's definitely a sweet item. I mean, kids will probably love this more. Man, it's like, yeah, for me, you know, to be honest, it's kind of, it is for the win. I like it, but not as high as these other items. So I'll put them on the bottom tier, just down here. Try this. I'm looking forward to this. The Kuih Lapis Pandan flavor. It looks like it's a laid cake. You can see the layers of pandan on there. I probably should get a knife to cut this open. Bear with me, let's cut from here. I was very tempted to just like eat it like a chocolate bar and just take one big chunk out, but that just seems a bit silly. Just give it a nice little cut. Oh, that felt nice. Slicing into that was just so smooth. You can see that layers of pandan on top of each other. Smells sweet, smells doughy. Man, I love pandan. Since my trip to Malaysia and Singapore, man, they have some of the best pandan there, and it's absolutely amazing. And it feels like since coming back here to Australia, I've been just finding, if I see pandan anywhere, I'm gonna get it. Now let's try this out. Cheers. But you got a little bit of flavor of the pandan there. I love the, it's like really thick. It looks very thick and condensed, but the second you slice down to it, because I'm gonna get a piece of this. Very smooth, there we go. And I love it how you cut down into it. and it all stays in place, because when you cut down on birthday cakes, whatever, even with just normal knife, it falls apart. Everything stayed in place. It's got good, great texture, got flavors, not too sweet, which I like. It's not too overpowering sweetness, but you can have that little hint of the sponginess and that taste of the pandan. Yeah, it's definitely one for the win. I'll place it right up here on the top shelf. Next up, I'm gonna try the blueberry Dai-Fuku Mochi. Yeah, fuku. Don't like it? Then fuck you. Got 8 pieces here. It's product of Japan. The purple one is blueberry and the white one is cream Dai-Fuku, which I don't know what it is. Now let's get some fuku in me. Yeah, it smells very lightly sweet. Let's go for the white one first. Oh, that is soft. Oh, that feels very nice. It's like really nice, soft and squishy. I just feel like I just want to play with it, not eat it. Oh, that is soft. Look how squishy that is. Yeah. Ooh. I think there might be something inside. I feels like there's a liquid in there. Let's try this out. This is the cream one. Cheers. That is very nice. Very soft, very gelatin as well. That cream that's in the middle. Tastes a little bit like custard, but quite like that one. Very soft, lightly sweet. Nice little cream in the middle. Let's try the blueberry one. So I just feel like playing with it again. You can feel like there is cream in there. Cheers. The blueberry one, it's much sweeter. Got another little, it's got a little creamy center. More than say creamy, more of a gelatin center. Very soft, jammy center. The purple one's got a little bit of a blueberry jam center, which is super sweet. Like, I was quite surprised how sweet it was. It's much sweeter than the white one. So soft. Like, I don't know if I want to play with this or want to eat it. So sweet, very good. I was quite surprised how good these were. You know, if this is for the win for the bin, definitely for the win, but I'm gonna say it's above the rest of them because they taste that good. Oops, that's gonna fall over. Better not put it on top. There we go. This here is Sushi Candy. So it looks like I will have to make this myself so as it gets ready in 3 minutes. Fill the compression with water, so I'm just gonna do this. Gotta pour this powder into here. It doesn't look like rice. Yeah, it looks like another sort of substance here. So, but you can really smell the sweetness of it. It's really like a really strong bubblegummy smell to it. So now I've got to add the yellow stuff into here. We mix that in. Makes the tuna. Okay. Oh, it's already thick. Look at that. Okay, that's made. Now I just gotta wait 3 minutes for it to become firm. I gotta open it up. So it looks like I'm supposed to just place it here and spread it out so it matches that entire rectangle. Let's just get this done. Okay, that's almost right. Kinda got that. Next up, I make the salmon roast. So it's these 2 packets I've got to add in next. Packet A goes in. Packet B goes in. Add a little bit of water in. Well, that's probably too much. You can probably try making the omelette sushi first. So make it get a foam ball. Okay, that's how we made a little cylinder one. Let's get the tuna. It's the tuna. Very gelatin-like. Okay, it doesn't look like it does in the pictures. Piece nice and long. Omelette. I think I made the omelette added too much water, so yeah, it's about right. Okay. There you go, that's the tuna one. That looks a bit better. The omelette, I think it added too much water there. Let's try these out. Let's get the omelette one ready first. This looks very sloppy. It's a dekimasu. I mean, I love the gelatin texture of it, but not as sweet as I thought it would be. Maybe because I messed up on the omelette. It's just too runny, but that's on me though. the fake rice, sweet rice, it's a bit bland as well. Like I know it was supposed to I don't know if it was supposed to taste like actual rice or supposed to have more of a cotton candy fairy floss taste to it. But let's try the tuna one. This one's actually looking a little bit better. It's probably the most presentable one out of the two. Let's try this. It's dekimasu. I don't know, it's a bit bland. Not as sweet as I thought. Alright, one last one. I think we've got to make the salmon roe. Okay, so it makes little droplet balls. And that's how it's supposed to look. Not as great as I imagined, but a little bit sweet. To be honest, it's a bit of overkill. I just feel like it was just too time consuming for just a small little dish. I love the idea of it. It's like making a little sushi. I mean, kids will probably love this idea, but I don't have the patience to really, you know, to do this. So I just feel like it was a bit of a waste of time to make something like little lollies for that's this small. But this is for the winner for the bin. This is definitely for the bin only because it just felt like such a waste of time to make. So this is going in this bin right here. See you later, and don't come back to. Last item, the sugar-free lemon drink. Anyway, let's try this. Last item for the video. Cheers. It's very light. It's a carbonated drink. It's nice and refreshing. This drink it's a lemon flavored drink. It was made in China. It's a product of China. It's an imported into Praca here in South Australia. So this is for the winner for the bin. I would say for the win, but just it kind of sits in this other part where it's kind of just makes it. It sits on the bottom tier there. Anyway, that ends my video. That took a bit longer than I expected. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's any Asian snack foods that you want me to try, let me know in the comment section down below. I probably will do this again at some point, maybe try a different Asian grocery store. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Happy eating. Munch out.